Presenting your one-stop shop for SEO and virtual assistant services. SEO, GMB, link building, content creation, web design, virtual assistants, and more. Junk removal SEO experts. The best white label platform for SEOs, agencies, and freelancers.
What's up, guys? We're going to get started here.
It's easy to see when you look at me. This black hat ain't just backing down. One thing, homie, if you don't know me, SEO, I'ma always hold the crown. You're trying to play clean, just leave the scene. It ain't too late, better pack it up. You just gotta ask if you don't know me. Just know one thing, I ain't backing down. Any living thing that cannot coexist must cease to exist. It's a rap, yeah, that's it. Got a lot of tough talk for someone still on that government cheese. You still ain't got what you need. I think you done went crazy. I let your ass into my world and you popped up just like a daisy. Gave you a hand up instead of a handout. You must be sober and bored, looking for some clout. Every time you go to your little crew, you block me just like a little punk. Dude, you still ain't even manned up. Mad about some fucking timestamps? Dude, shut the fuck up, you fucking dweeb. All you do is rank them long tail keywords. I know this must be a prank. That's why you've been labeled Spam King of the Year. No worries, cause a real black hat is here. It's easy to see when you look at me. This black hat ain't just backing down. One thing, homie, if you don't know me, SEO, I'ma always hold the crown. You're trying to play clean, just leave the scene. It ain't too late, better pack it up. You just gotta ask if you don't know me. Just know one thing, I ain't backing down. I come at you with my black hat and shovel in my hand like the Grim Reaper to bury your ass. I size your body up and put some white chalk around it. Yeah, now let's talk about being grounded. You bitch about me, stealing your method when your dumb ass just gives it away. Now, use a Pop-Tart, sweetheart, you're soft in the middle. So stop acting hard, cause you weak and you brittle. I'll eat your hate for breakfast, now that's a good start. You have no history and you ain't even smart. You never ranked anything of value, nothing, never. So stop fronting, man, you ain't even clever. I put you out there and now you think you a big shot. Remember where you come from in case you forgot. What's given can be taken away. I ain't mad at you, I'm logging out, have a nice day. It's easy to see when you look at me. This black hat ain't just backing down. One thing, homie, if you don't know me, SEO, I'ma
I just want to kick this off by saying, haters, stay mad. I don't owe y'all explanations for the success I've had. Every time y'all mention me, it's 24 hours of free clout. But let's get one thing clear. William Jones runs the route. Let's go. And if the beat live, got it. I feel like I'm Google core. Got these haters so obsessed. Damn. My ranking so solid, yeah, you know they checking every test. They can't move on, can't let it go. Hook them artists and campaigns. I see old pros, so shouldn't even skills to make a buck. Might as well sign up. Rank folks, just try your luck. When you text us, we know survival. Talking trash from behind fake profiles. I can never be just for someone to be clowns. Mad I'm the king with the crown. My clients stay winning. My work is elite, bringing rankings and traffic and strategy. Be while y'all guessing algorithms stuck in the fog. On no one with solutions, log by log. Hey, when the haters be talking that noise, calling self experts, playing with toys. Bet they can match my campaign. No skills, I'm the SEO legend. I'm closing the deals. Haters gonna hiss, but I'ma keep slaying, changing businesses daily, no games, no playing. Rank Fortress is the team, we dominate. Helping on this drive while y'all speculate. Y'all goof ass haters look so lost every time y'all celebrate fake stats. Using my name for likes and views, but I don't care what trends. Cause in the end, William Jones always win. Yeah. I've been a Teflon Don to SEO. Every yard and every rank prove what I know. Y'all throwing dirt, but it never sticks. I know one fixing messes and pulling tricks. These gurus with these courses and outdated hacks. Spending more on ads than they'll ever make back. Mad at my wins, jealous of my grind. But I'm too focused, no time to rewind. Real strategies, no fluff or pretense. Client CROI, y'all still hopping the fence. Don't speak on rankings if you don't understand. While you're chasing shadows, I'm building demand. Let's go. Haters gonna hiss, but I'ma keep slaying. Changing businesses daily, no games, no playing. Blame Fortress is the team. We dominate. Helping owners thrive while y'all speculate. Haters gonna hiss, but I'ma keep slaying. Changing businesses daily, no games, no playing. Blame Fortress is the team. We dominate. Helping owners thrive while y'all speculate. Everybody say they talk SEO, but you either talk little SEO or big SEO. You already know which one I do. Ha! Come on! What are they really talking about at the end of the day, man? It's beyond me. Now what we gotta get? Money, money. And what it's all about? Money, money. And what we living for? Money, money. And what we dying for? Money, money. Come on, let's get it go. Money, money. Let's get it go. Money, let's get it go. Money, let's get it go. Money, let's get it. Yeah, here comes the kid with the black hat. Hold all your bets, here's where the white hat rests. Fucking methods, I'ma step out on my own. About time I retaliate, get away from my throne. Keep the metadata, I'm organic, homegrown. You looking for the goodies, oops, wrong song. I've been holding back on these attacks for so long that I'ma use your IP and probably meet you at your home. Now, let's check the ARPS account and see who really bout it and who just chasing clout. I'm really not the one to do the capping and the faking. If I told you it's a plan, we got a goal, then I'ma make it, yeah. But see, here's what's funny to me. You just an oversized trash can for money to me. You got a pitch so weak, only dummies believe it. Don't gotta prove I'm the truth, you got eyes and see it. Go! Money, money. And what it's all about? Money, money. And what we living for? Money, money. And what we dying for? Money, money. Come on, let's get it go. Let's get it go. Let's get it go. Let's get it go. I'm the reason that you wanna hold a conference. Shame on my name for some gain, that's nonsense. All you hear is tick, tick, tick. I'm the bombers, blasted targets, and I'm not with the drama. The band's gonna take over. Now put that in a diorama, comma, pause cause I wanna. I don't follow rules when the rules try to stop me. So I put that SEO on go, the top speed. And I bet your clients mad you and not me. Anytime you gotta show results, you in the hot seat. Oh no, why, how is it this happened? That's the main question your customers all be asking. You the type to take a test and try to pass it. I'm the type to think the professor get all the answers. You probably better off if you become a dancer. Now move out my way cause I ain't giving no more chances. Money, money. And what it's all about? Money, money. And what we living for? Money, money. And what we dying for? Money, money. Come on, let's get it go. Let's get it go. Let's get it go. Let's get it go. Let's get it. The band's gonna take over.
Eastern Side Beats.
What's up, guys? Can you hear me? Make sure you can hear me loud and clear. I'm going to go ahead and make sure y'all can hear me loud and clear. Make sure you can comment below. Hey, yeah, we hear you. You're good. Everything's good. We're going to be talking about the biggest SEO lie told today. Okay, we're going to be talking about the biggest SEO lie. And it's not just told in junk removal space. It's told every single niche. Every single client an SEO usually deals with, they tell this same damn lie every time. It's something me and Mr. Yee were talking about just the other day. It's whether or not, so a lot of times we, and this one was like, okay, is SEO enough? Hey, William, I'm doing SEO. We dominate our niche. We're in the top 3. We're still not getting phone calls. We're still not getting leads. Let's say you're in the top 3 for your specific niche. It could be personal injury lawyer. It could be junk removal. It could be a roofer. It could be any of those niches, and you're still not getting phone calls. Good evening, Cisco. What's up, brother? So make sure to share this live on your timelines as well. state of the end, and I'm going to give you an SOP. When you do local lead gen the right way, you're going to have people even thinking that you have an army of bots. Put it that way. And we'll go through this as well. Let me show you this, guys. So first thing is this. Okay. So you're new to SEO. Let's say you're in junk removal space. Let's say you're a roofer. Let's say you're a doctor. Someone's trying to sell you SEO, and this is what they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you, well, you know, you're doing ads, sir. Oh my God, I can't believe you're doing ads. You know, you don't need to be doing ads. Oh, you're paying an agency. You're paying them how much? And they're doing, you know, if you will, billboards. You're doing newspapers. You're doing inserts. So what most people don't understand is I didn't just do SEO. I was a marketing director. So I actually was involved in traditional marketing and online marketing. So I know the whole fucking game that you motherfuckers play. Okay. And it's this. What's what they do is they come in and they say, well, the problem with doing all that, sir, is as long as you're doing that, you're going to constantly be paying them. What's up, North Bay? And guess what? You're not, you know, and they'll tell you, say, you only need to do SEO. You don't need to do Google ads. You don't need to do newspapers. You don't need to do billboards. You don't need to put ads anywhere. You don't need to do nothing but fucking SEO. And guess what? That is a damn lie. And if that's what you're doing and you're only doing SEO and you're only counting on leads to come from SEO, guess what? You can get in the top 3 and that phone is not going to fucking start ringing overnight. Okay, so it's not going to happen. So what we do, like with our VA partners, one of the things I'm training our virtual assistants on right now, like I have my own that do the Facebook lead generation, and this is why I get accused sometimes of, oh, you have bots or whatever, is because they're all using my same profile and they're creating leads and they're creating branding. Okay, but I can tell you which each one of them are. One's my son, his name is Isaiah. One is Ting or Joe Ray. Okay, one is EC, one is Adrian, and the other one is Lovely. Okay, so there's 5 of those right there. And they go all and join groups, and they give value in the groups, and then we also do lead generation. This is just one way, and I'm going to show you that first way. But if you stay to the end, what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you this whole SOP, right? I had someone ask me, it was a couple of days ago. He's like, dude, I just want to get leads and I want to get them any way that we can. So I made this SOP. It's based on Nextdoor, right? So why Nextdoor? So Nextdoor, one thing I like about it is it allows you to have Facebook groups. There's also Patch. There's a couple of other ones I really like, but those are the main ones. And then, of course, I like Quora and I like Reddit. And I generally like them because they're really good for sending a website or GMB traffic. And the number one ranking factor, no matter what anyone tells you, is traffic. I can look inside any Google search console, any Google Analytics, and it's going to say direct traffic. Direct traffic is I typed in your website link, right? And they went straight to the website. Every other piece of traffic, whether it's social media, Reddit, Quora, some backlink, some press release, that is referral traffic. All right? Don't let SEOs lie to you guys. All right? Hey, Mr. Yay. If you want to come in, just ping me on Facebook, brother. Excuse me, guys. So, Facebook. What do I mean by optimize your profile? How many of you guys know what I mean? And why would you want to do this? All right. So why would you want to do it? So think of it this way. If I have optimized my profile, And let's say William Jones was in a local area. Yeah, someone said that earlier. You know, here's the thing too, and here's another reason why you want to do it. If you don't have people mad at you, bro, you know, it's just, if you don't have people mad at you, you're not doing something right. You're not marketing hard enough. If people aren't mad at you, you're not marketing hard enough. Dan Kennedy, big time marketer, multi-million-dollar companies. He's the one that taught me that. This motherfucker, he gets paid over $100 grand just to write a newsletter or a sales letter. Okay. So what you want to do is piss people off. How do you do that? Market. Make sure you're marketing. Give me 1 second. Let's go back to this. And so if you're not marketing hard enough, people are just going to be like, they're not going to pay you no mind. They're not going to pay attention to you or nothing. And then you're not going to get known. So if you're seen everywhere, give me 1 second, Mr. Yee.
Presenting your one-stop shop for SEO and virtual assistant services. SEO, GMB, link building, content creation, web design, virtual assistants, and more. Junk removal SEO experts. The best white label platform for SEOs, agencies, and freelancers.
Back, guys. Give me 1 second. Give this over to you, Mr. Yee. But like I said, if you're not being seen on Facebook, if you're not being seen on Quora, if you're not going to be seen on Reddit, if you're not being seen in Shorts, if you're not going to be seen in TikTok, if you're not being seen in your local area, you do not exist. Okay? You don't exist. And a lot of times these SEOs will say, well, only thing you got to do is SEO, and then you're going to get tons of leads. It's bullshit. I have clients where that works that way. And they get tons of leads. They're getting tons of calls. Calls are way up. They've only been with us for 2 weeks. Excuse me. Other people, 3 months. They're ranked top 3. They're getting some calls. They're getting more calls, all that type of stuff, but they're not getting this deluge or gate of heaven opening up and you're getting all these calls coming in, right? This doesn't work that way. Even though I know that's what SEOs are teaching you guys, and they're lying. They're saying you don't got to do Google ads. It's a lie. So here's the number one reason why I teach organic SEO. So organic SEO or organic marketing, because all marketing is branding, right? What's up, Mr. Yee?
What's happening? Good morning, good evening. What's happening, everybody out there? What's good? Yes.
So just telling that what you had talked about is like a lot of times SEOs will tell you this lie. It's the biggest lie in SEO, actually, in my opinion, is if you do SEO, all you got to do is, because what most people don't understand, I used to do marketing. I was a marketing director. So I had a bunch of people. I would meet with you even if I knew what you were selling, just to see what you were doing, so I could try to reverse engineer it. So I didn't have to pay you.
Yeah.
So yes, but they'd sell billboards, newspapers, inserts into penny savers. I know you guys have that in the States. But they'd say, oh my God, man, you're spending so much money on that. You don't have to do that. All you got to do is do SEO, and we'll get you ranked in the top 3. And then you're going to have this gateway to heaven open up, and you're not going to have to do all that other shit no more. You'll save so much money. And it's like, no, that's not it. So what Mr. Yee has talked about, and I've heard you talk about in your shorts too, and this is why I kind of brought it up, because I had someone else, another client, he has a VA partner and he's in junk removal, said, what can I do to get phone ringing? Because let's say you're in the top 3. This does happen. I have people where top 3, phones ringing off the hook, right? And then I have other people, top 3, nada. You're getting like a few calls, a few extra calls, but you're not getting this deluge of calls like most of them expect. Excuse me. And then you ask them, say, well, are you doing like Mr. Yee? You doing shorts? No. You going in Facebook groups? No. And here's another reason. You mentioned it last time. I'm not going to mention anything, but so there are specific groups that, used to have me on. It'd be like I could go in there and post and automatically post, no approval needed or nothing. And you see other posts in there where people are not dropping any value whatsoever. They're just talking about, I'm just saying, for example, be blessed, guys. It's an amazing day today. Yeah. And it gets approved. And then you get something like me or Mr. Yee going there and post about value and how to market. And then it just sits in pending. So that should tell you a lot about those groups. What winds up happening, we're going in there and saying, for instance, you can't just be doing SEO. You can't just be doing ads. You need to be everywhere. If you're not doing Facebook marketing, like one of the things is why, and I mentioned this earlier, is like you're going to get accused of using bots, so just get the fuck over it. What I do is I say, well, whenever, because Mr. Yee talked about, another client talked about, how can I get leads then, William? Top 3, how can I do it? So SEO is branding, and branding is SEO. You need to do like Mr. Yee. He's like, I want to be seen everywhere. So what's that mean? So what that means, and I'll show you this real quick. So for example,
personal branding.
If I go to Facebook, you don't have to wonder, what does William do? You know what I do. So I post a lot, obviously, and I'll post some inspirational stuff or whatever. This is usually me. This type of stuff is usually scheduled, or I just feel itchy and I just drop shit. All right. But any place you see this magical little search bar up here is a search engine. I don't care if it's TikTok, every single one of them. TikTok has it, search bar, right? Facebook, search bar. You can go to Quora. Does Quora have it? I mean, Quora. Does Reddit have it? Yeah, every one of them. Quora has one. TikTok has one. Every single one of them.
Instagram has one.
All of it. And so if I go, let's just say junk removal SEO, who pops up? Oh, what do you know? Someone's got a Facebook page called Junk Removal SEO. Or is that a bot? I don't know. No, it's a bot. It's Mr. Yee and William, right?
The takeover.
And then if you go down here, okay, well, got some people. Oh, we got more posts by Mr. Yee and William. What the hell's going on here? And if you look at this, you'll be like, okay, well, that's because it's on your channel. I can go in here and be in incognito, never used this browser before, and whoever's posted the most about junk removal SEO is going to be seen. I could do the same thing. Let's just call it Business Coach Philippines. I'm just giving an example because I'm in the Philippines. And let's see who pops up. Whoever's popping up is who's the number one dudes usually. You got these guys, you got Jarek, you got MJ, you got a bunch of people, or Coach, if you will, Coach Purses. So it should tell you who's posting enough, right? Then I've, if you will, Success Blueprint. This is my, mentor. So I know he's posted like a, crazy man. So of course he's going to be seen a lot. There I am with him. This is my daughter. She's here. There's my coach, right? So this is one of the reasons why I say you want to own your brand. This is why Mr. Yee's doing what he's doing, right?
Exactly.
Because if you don't own your brand, someone else can own it.
We can definitely help you out with this. No problem. You can reach out to me at 707-366-2084.
You know, so
call or text.
don't rely just on SEO.
Joy price.
So one of the things, for example, if you want to say, we're going to do the first one. The first one that I touch on is optimize your Facebook profile.
Straight up.
I have someone that recently posted, me and them have a disagreement or whatever. They have a disagreement. But the one thing I will agree on is you don't rely upon just SEO.
Mm-hmm.
However, the approach should not just be just go into Facebook groups and give value. You know, just go into this and this and give value. Well, that's fine. But if I go to your Facebook wall and I can't tell what the hell you're doing, what good is it? Because now, and I can show you my whole process. But the thing is, if I go, for example, and we'll go to a couple of Facebook profiles, and then we're going to hit on some other stuff. But let's say I go to Jeffrey Sanford. So he is actually garage. I know because I see it over on the left. He owns a garage door company. But this is a typical platform where you go, you have your family up here and all that's fine. And then I look through all this and I'm like, I don't know what you do, bro. Don't know what you do. So if I was going into groups, that needed my help, right? How is anyone going to know what I'm doing? How can I help them resolve any problems they're having? If I go into groups and I start giving value, how is it going to help them any, right? So the way we do it, and it's all on my SOP, you know, why I do what I do. So if you went on to my platform, you go, all right, it says click here. William, you can't click this shit. Yeah, you can, and most people will. You click it, and then you see over here the CDA, which is what does William do? Then I have a link tree, if you will, link where you can click on it. You can get a free call. You can learn how white label SEO works. You can get a free ebook, another free ebook, or a list of VA services, right? It's not just about, oh, they can't click here because it's not a regular button. People don't think that way. They don't go, this ain't a regular button. I can't click here. They mentally think, oh, it says click here. Let me click here.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, you know what I do because of this. Then I have all this completely filled the fuck out. Instagram, how many companies I own, where I went to school at, who I'm married to, if I'm married. You know, my YouTube channels, TikTok channels, everything. And then I have a pinned post. My pinned post is my story. Like, what separates? I could tell you only because I've been around Mr. Yee long enough. I see there are people that actually are in the business for themselves.
Straight up.
And themselves only. And then there are people in the business that want to help people. And that would be Mr. Yee. Because if you listen to his lives and you listen to his stuff where you're going, for instance, on his show, he's talking, if I can't sell this stuff, I'm giving it away. Most people, if I can't sell this stuff, I'm going to pack this shit up and keep it boxed up so I can sell it another day. That tells you the type of person he is, besides business-wise, just personal on a personal level, what he's doing to help other people or help his community. I had someone the other day said, you know, I'm just about the money. And I told him, I said, and I told other people this, I said, if you're only about the money, you're no better than a whore. If all you're doing is chasing money, then, you know, there are lots of people that do lots of things for just money. Generally, those people are scammers and coaches and people that just, you know, or whores and different people that just, you know, they do stuff because they have no other choice or they love the money so much.
Yeah,
You
it can
know,
be a big illusion. It could be a big illusion and from false prophets. And sometimes, like I tell a lot of people, don't ask to meet your hero, because when you meet that person, it can actually turn out to be a zero. And it's just, as we get more into this and put more time into this, a lot of things get put in the air now. And
yeah,
I don't want to say the word exposed, but now you see a better picture of what we've been talking about.
yeah. It's like when I told you, I said, can I give away free shit to a bunch of people going to an expo? And I was told no. It would be, you know,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
that's
mean.
it's a circle. It's a circle, and this circle doesn't want to be penetrated or whatever. But at the end of the day, the
No
circle,
matter.
it can have holes in it, and eventually it gets exposed, and everybody starts to see the real picture. And junk removal is changing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell a lot of people.
I had a guy, I'll have to show it. So I literally, for example, and we'll get back to it, but I had a guy, he's tried to expose me and all this other stuff. He's an SEO.
Yeah,
And from 3 years ago, I'm like, motherfucker, even if I did all this crap you talking about from 3 years ago,
what
get
a
the fuck
ranter! What a
over it.
baby!
It's like
What a
stupid.
baby!
And like I told people, I said, for instance, I'm like, do you know that I've had my largest SEO group that's 19,000, what is it, 99,000 stolen from me before? I said, no, you know why you didn't hear about it? Because I don't whine. I don't tell other
Yeah,
people about stupid shit. And then when I got it back, you didn't get me say, hey, I got my group back or nothing like that. But the
but
thing is, and then I openly challenged them,
yeah,
rank something. Let's pick a term, you pick a niche, and we'll see who's better. Because he said I didn't. He ordered some services from me and didn't get him ranked. I said, actually, I got you ranked for about 10 different terms, none of which was geo related. And,
yeah,
and then I put screenshots. I said, see, the difference between me and you'll come in here and randomly say this stupid shit, and I come with receipts. And
yeah.
then another guy that doesn't like me came in there and said something, and I said something, and he said, I would shit on you in any challenge you did. I said, okay, you pick the niche, let's do it. No one's talking to you. I said, that's what I thought. That's
I
way
talked to
all you SEOs are,
I
bro.
talked to an SEO guy today through Facebook, and reached out to me, and we were talking. And a lot of people see this guy on YouTube because
Mm-hmm.
he's promoting his business. And I said, hey, I'm working with somebody. Actually, do you know who I am? And that person laughed and said, nope, not at all. And I said, okay, let me send you this picture of me. Boom. Right off the back, he knew who I was. And I said, oh, you see, now you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm working with someone because why would I want to pay these prices here in the state when I can get it somewhere else and go straight to the man, instead of going through all these
And
middlemen and people doing
most
work.
of these guys are outsourcing to begin with. And
Yeah,
this is why I tell you, it's like, it's crazy. This one woman literally goes, for instance, that's why I laugh at half of my. Do y'all actually think about what y'all say before you post it? I mean, it's like,
keyboard.
he goes, they say a lot of shit that you will never say if I walked in the same room with you. You'll never, if me and Mr. Yu walk in the room, you're not going to be talking that way.
No.
Okay. And then number two, and then you go, for instance, they go, they'll say, this crazy crap. And it's just like, are y'all actually, you're watching what you're posting or any of this stuff? And it's like, all you have no real, you have no real staff. And then, we're outsourcing to the Philippines and paying this guy this much money to do our SEO. What, bitch? What do you think you're doing already? You're paying an agency and they're doing the same thing. The only difference is one of us is being honest. One
Yeah.
of us ain't lying about it. That's a big
No.
difference. But
I
so,
think I walk into Costco once a week, and I think everything from Costco is from
it's
another
all from
country.
fucking China. And they'll be
So,
like, this, what's so funny about it. I remember when Trump was running and stuff, and everybody's talking about China and all that stuff. And it's like, do you realize that even the shit that says made in America, this is how they actually do it? So I know manufacturers and shit. It's like they actually ship the parts from China and other countries in Asia to the United States. And then they put it together in the United States. And then they put a little stamp on it that said made in the USA. That shit wasn't made in the USA. It was put together in the USA. It wasn't made in the USA. It was like people are, my thing is what I've been showing people too is all I know is, here's Rank Fortress rankings and here's these other dudes. You decide for yourself. I don't give a shit. You decide for yourself. If out of 30 something people, I got 2 that ain't in the top 3. And out of all these guys he's got, not even 10% are in the top 3. Might be a little issue. But so get back to this is like, people will say, okay, it's a bot or whatever. What I've trained my guys to do, for instance, is we have our Facebook profile. So that's part of the number one thing we need to do. And I have the SOP for it. Y'all can get that. But the first thing, Facebook platform, right? So we optimize it. I have a template that I give my guys and girls for this. I've trained them on it. So anytime you get a lead gen person, they're going to do the same thing. Fill all this out. What separates Mr. Yee from everybody else? That would be the pinned post, or you can do a pinned video. It's about me. Why are you going to work with me? And I've had people say, well, it's because his story's so inspirational. And then people say, well, if you're going to work with him just because his story's inspirational, there are plenty of other stories inspirational. No, dude, not like ours. I can tell you that. Ours is really fucking rare. I would never tell you, hey, go to a third world country with no fucking money, or even like we had $2,000 and try to make it for the rest of your life. It just wouldn't happen. And that's why I have the story up here. Yes, I have all the receipts. Like I can literally show everybody everything. I have the videos, all that jazz, right? But when you look at my timeline, you know exactly what I do. And then, one of the things I teach them, I say, so for instance, I'll post engagement posts or question posts and stuff. So why do I do that? Is let's say if I went into this group right here, which like this, okay, it's managed, it's pending out of nowhere, but whatever. Some of them get posted, whatever, like this one is posted, but the thing is, what'll happen is, let's say, and what I do, let's say I go in here. This is why I like Facebook groups. I met my wife on Facebook when she was an overseas Filipino worker. I get most of my business off of Facebook. But I'm going to tell you why you don't need to rely on just one source, why I would say go to all these different sources. Let's say, God forbid, this guy gets a feather up his booty hole and wants to kick me out of his group. And you are relying upon only this group, or in my case, where I lost my biggest SEO group. What happens then if that's the only place you rely upon your leads from? And you're fucked.
Yep.
But that's why I say most of the time people think I rely upon them, or I need them, or Yee needs them. The fact is, I don't need none of you. I tell people all the time that I only need one motherfucker, and that is God Almighty. I don't need nobody but him. Yeah. Okay. And that is it. So when people start thinking you need them, just know that they think they're God to you, and they're not. So, but the thing is, we optimize our profile. Y'all can ask me any questions you want. I'll open it up. So, but I go in here and you see this little search icon. All you gotta do is go help. I type in words around help, SEO, any of that. Then I go most recent over here. Made it to the first big 50 over the past few months. Hammer reviews, no ad spend, consistency helps. I could literally go, and this is why I want to optimize my profile. I will go in here, I'll go and I'll tag, I put the @ symbol and I tag Brandon, and I go, are you only relying on Google for reviews? And I just post questions like this. I post open-ended questions because my point is to create engagement. That's number one. Number two, why I tagged him, as soon as this post and he sees it, it's going to come up into his bell notifications. Then what it happens when it comes to his bell notifications, it's going to click them. He's going to click it, and he's going to see, guess what? My fucking optimized profile.
Mm-hmm.
But if it wasn't optimized, he's just going to see your personal crap that has nothing to do with what you do. Like, I'm looking for ATX, and this is something I wouldn't touch. Happy birthday to my little man. I mean, and what I'll do a lot of times, I teach my people, even if I'm not going to comment on it, I'll still come in here and engage by clicking I like something or whatever. Looking for it, I'll just click on it or whatever sometimes. Full load of blah, blah, blah. But sometimes it's just looking for a cheaper truck insurance or anyone can help me. And if I know somebody and, hey, David, then I'll answer him, right? If the guy's trying to sell a business like this one and I know, I'll try to help him.
That can't be helped right there.
Yeah. Will you survive? Yep. Face of Halloween. I agree, honey. I agree.
I agree.
We can agree on a few things. Update my customer, fixed it, question. My customer accidentally left a 1-star review. This is one I commented on. So, for example, I'd go, like this one, I say, Michelle, they can edit it. Just try not to do too many. You got all these people coming here. Great question. Beautiful. Definitely leave it. All this shit. Well, they don't tell you why because they have no fucking experience. I come in here and I'm telling you, well, they can edit it. Just try not to do it too many times because if you get Google reviews coming there and you keep editing them, Google will go, that's suspicious. Most business owners don't actually do that. You're probably an SEO or not a legitimate business. Let's take the bitch down. And then you get into go to re-verification. But you go into these groups and you engage. You post like Leon posted here and post your shorts. Go live in the groups. Try to help people in the groups. Now, in your case with Facebook groups, what you want to do is do this in your local city or town. You do the same thing, local city or town. There are groups you can go, excuse me, go back over here to Facebook. If you have any questions, let us know. But this is our upcoming conference. This is a friend of mine, Geb Vince. We're going to have in Cebu, December 6th through 8th. If any of you guys are actually in the Philippines, hit me up and I'll get you some tickets. But so next one's yeah, I mean we're doing an SEO conference, but I'm not allowed in SEO groups.
If I'm over there, I'm getting some of that deep fried crab. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm getting some of that deep fried stuff.
You should see these. You should see the ones I buy. They're they call them mud crabs.
Yeah, the big ones. Yeah,
big old claw on them.
Yeah.
The only thing I really want, honestly, is the damn claw. But the thing is, my wife would make them, and then
well, I think she gets the crab meat, then she marinates it with other stuff, and she puts it back in the big shell. Then they deep fry it, right? Then
it's really good.
Oh yeah, I've seen it on the show.
Really good. On this one, let's say I was located in Dallas. Let's just say I'm just giving you an example. Dallas Community News or Dallas News. Right? If I typed in Dallas News,
this is Rudy.
You go over here to groups, right?
How you doing?
And then we pull the groups.
Facebook, I was calling to have some stuff.
We go in here to the groups. I'll let him back in as he's done with his phone call. We go in here in groups, and you have all these groups, man. These are all local groups that you can go and join and give value in. I could join them, go in there and give value, talk about our business, and engage with actual clients. And that will then in turn drive traffic to your website or to your GMB. Now, I'm specifically going to tell you, use your website link, use your Google My Business post links. And you may say, well, how can I use my Google My Business post links? You can literally go, let's just say junk removal, Orlando, just for an example. And we click on, Junk Daddy. Well, all these posts you've shared, let's click on this one. We just click this share button and copy the link and share it. So it's not really that difficult. You want to share your link, share your website, anything. And once you do that, You're going to be creating engagement and traffic. And the beautiful thing about it, the best thing about all that is it is local traffic. It's local. Okay.
Can't take it with.
It's local. The thing is, with it being local traffic versus national, it's going to help your brand even more. Okay. So that's number one. So Facebook profile, that's going to be the first thing we do. This is my SOP if you want my Facebook SOP profile. But like I said, you're going to have people saying, oh, you're a bot or whatever. It's a bunch of baloney. You know, I could show you, for instance, if I look up all these, the guys, like this is my son, you know, right here. Same, looks like the same profile, but it's actually my son's profile. You know, if you go back through time, you'll see, you know, it's like he's optimized it. He's deleted all his old photos, everything else, but all that. But this is all, if you will, my son. Some other profiles are other staff and employees and stuff, and they'll go in there and comment and, if you will, give value, because I'm not doing it. I don't have enough time to do it. Okay. So one of the other benefits of using people like that is you now have the benefit of leveraging someone else's time. So the reason why we want to use staff or a virtual assistant is we're leveraging someone else's time. So whenever they come into, you know, like this is my son, and he comes into groups and he's engaging, it looks like William's doing it, but most people know it's his staff. Or if I type in, you know, same thing, and I could tell everybody the reason I have them do that, but y'all won't like the reason. You know, so like this right here, this one is actually EC. So I can look and say, okay, his old photos and stuff, and his old. I know for a fact this isn't William's old post. You just, I mean, but so we have our team that will come in and do it and stuff. And
I think at the end of the day, William, is that, you know, people are always going to find a reason to try to shit on the outside the country businesses, but you know, proof is in the pudding. As we show you guys,
Yeah, I mean,
there's so many junk removal businesses, you know, inquiring to us about how this works, and you know what I mean, what it can do for them. And you know, proof is in the pudding. There is no one out here right now saying William and Rank Fortress is doing us wrong, or they've scammed us, or they've done that. There's none of that. And if there is, bring the affidavits, bring the paperwork.
yeah.
But you know, you better watch what you say, and when you're accusing people, and when you're pointing a finger at people.
I had someone do that, and he said, well, I don't have to prove anything. I said, you're right, but guess what, baby? That wouldn't stand up in court. Let's go to court. Let's go.
Yeah.
Do
So
it.
you know, you know, a lot of people don't realize that, you know, character, you're stepping on people's character, and you know, you got to watch what you say on the web, on the interwebs. You're basically being recorded, and it's like, you know, you don't realize what you're doing to yourself because you don't have any nonsense. You know, you're not thinking in the right way. You're thinking with hate, and hate don't get you nowhere in this world.
But that's what I say. It's like when you start putting yourself out there and you go, okay, I'm not just going to do SEO. Let's actually do marketing. You're going to get these people that don't like you, and it's good. Law of Power number 6. I have the book in the living room, not here, but
yeah.
I have the Art of War here. But the thing is, law number 6 in his book called 48 Laws of Power is always court attention, even if it's negative attention. You've got to be willing to go in here and let me put myself out there. What's the number one thing I would tell anyone starting a business? Not SEO. Put yourself out there. I don't care if it's knocking on doors. I don't care if it's putting in flyers. I don't care if it's doing YouTube lives.
You're
yeah,
definitely
Harry, the weather here is good in December.
Your first move should definitely be organic, and when you build up and you level up, then you're ready to put that tweak on everything, and you know, and get that juice on your situation to, you know what I mean, expand your horizon.
Well, use organic so you can have money,
Yeah.
so you can then invest. I'm never going to tell, if you ain't got money to invest in SEO, I'm not going to take your money. I literally do not want your money if you don't got the money to invest. If I have a client right now, literally told me he didn't have no money in his budget to do it, and we did a major discount just to help him.
Yeah.
Okay, but the thing is, I'm not going to be the one to say, "Hey, first thing you need to do is go spend." No. Go into Facebook groups, grab my SOP Facebook profiles. Number one, why? So we can then get some money. We can get some leads coming in. We can get our brand out there, And then the next beautiful one is Nextdoor, and this is one I'm actually going to be training our staff on. So Nextdoor, for example, has the ability. It actually has groups inside of Nextdoor.
Yes.
What most people know, if you go in here and let's say you sign up, let's just sign up real quick.
Well, you can ask me because I'm on Nextdoor and I'm on a few groups, and some of the groups have almost 1,000 members. And you're allowed to post with your, if you decide to do it, you're going to do a personal Nextdoor. Then also you're going to add your business to your Nextdoor, so you're allowed to post on both of them.
Yep. So the thing is, it's like if you want to know how to do it, you hit up Mr. Yee. But then it's like, okay, can I use? Because I've had people ask, can I use your SOP for Facebook on all these other platforms? Basically, yeah. You can go view profile. I can edit my profile picture. I can edit my cover. I can add a business page. I can add my interests, profile pictures, bookmark, put events in here. I can join groups. I can add an intro, which would be your call to action. What would be my call to action? Same thing as it is over here on this tab. That's my call to action right here. I grab it. I come back over here. I drop that shit in there and post it. And most people will be like, well, that's not what the platform's meant for. Says who? Says who? And then I just created a backlink to whatever asset I want. You see it right down here. It's just a fucking backlink. And everybody goes, well, how do I create backlinks? This might be a good way, because the other reason why I like Facebook groups, when you go local, and I was showing you guys how to find a group in Dallas community, Los Angeles community, whatever, and find those groups, go in there, engage them. This is all local traffic. So when they click on those links, Google's going to go, oh, this dude is actually popular in their actual city. Same thing with this. Then we can go explore groups and go, just for example, let's go. They think I'm in Jacksonville. I have all these groups in Jacksonville. This one's got 4,000 members, 5,000 members, 2,000 members, 5,000. So these are basically all people that you can go in here and talk to and help. All you want to do is give value. Giving value means don't think about yourself before other people. How can I help other people? It's like, go ahead.
And in the Nextdoor app, you can also create an event where you can offer a free drop off. Somebody, you can post up at a local park and you can create an event, and in your area on Nextdoor, you could tell all my neighbors in my area can come drop off one free bag of garbage. And everybody will come, and as they're coming, you're showing everybody your brand. You're introducing yourself to everybody, and you're doing everything for free, and you're giving back to the community. And you could tell the people, tag me, take a picture, tag me on your Nextdoor. And Google is seeing every time someone tags you and talks about your business, Google is seeing all of this organic SEO right here.
And let me show you what he's talking about too. So one of the things I like to do at the SEO events that we do is I'll go, for instance, when we did WasCon, we go WasCon 24. Like, you'll see when people wanted the free shit I was giving away, I would go tag me at the events. And so all these different people would tag us. You go to these events and they tag us. And if they were at an event, they would tag us and take pictures because we were giving them free shit, right?
Yeah.
And then let's say this one was Con 23. So like this is Eddie's tagging. Then I'd go, for instance, I'd also do Rank Fortress. And then I also digital impact, so digital impact Philippines. And this is a brand new one. So this tells you, and reason why is most people think, let's say Google's not going to see that. Google sees everything. Everything. So like this is my wife. She'll use it. Got Geb and then got my mentor here. It means the world to me. His birthday is tomorrow. And then they'll post. But if you went back near the event, when we do the event, the day of the event, we go. So for example, when we're at the day of the event, which was back in July, we go, make sure you guys take pictures and tag me in the event. So they would tag us in the event. They would post about the event. And hey, did they have a great time? And Google sees all of that and goes like this, tagging me, and then posts all about us. And so that creates an awareness. And Google is like Mr. Yee saying, is now they know your brand. And he does it all the time. You see him going live. You see him going live.
And it's funny because some of the biggest YouTubers who are throwing a junk expo, they are telling people, tag us and get instantly entered into this raffle, but you have to tag our business and get in and get this $1,000 bill that we're going to give away. But they're you don't see what they're doing. They're having everybody tag them. That Google is seeing all
most people, let's say if I tag Mr. Yee, what you've done is you've just tapped into his audience. And what happens, let's say I have 12,000 followers, he has 5,000 or 6,000. So now I've just spread it to them and they see it, then they see it, and then just keeps spreading. That's the way the algorithm works. So I go, let me see this. And then Google notifies you and says, have you ever noticed where Facebook notifies you and says, your friend such and such commented on this post? They're feeding the algorithm. Then you click on it, and the next thing you know, you start seeing all their stuff. So Facebook works that way. And we've kind of went over Nextdoor. You can do events for sale or free, but very specifically the events and the groups are what I wanted to hit on. It's actually, we're training our staff as well how to use it, because that's one of the platforms, one of the junk removal clients want us to use. But then the next one that most people don't know about unless you're an SEO is Patch. So Patch is along the same way. So Neighborhood is about neighborhood-based events. Patch is about, let's say, your city. So for instance, with Patch, you can go in here and get signed up. It's about news, events, and discussions. You can say, let's say I'm in, I don't know, give me a Los Angeles one.
San Diego.
Zip code.
Oh, shit.
Or let's do this San Diego. Let's do it this way.
I was going to say San Diego.
And we'll type in Phil M. Rush and see if I don't already have an account, which I may with Phil M. Rush. But another cool thing is what happened is for instance, I've already signed up. Now I'll log in. And what happened is, just for instance, I can post about events. I can go into their groups. I can do all that stuff. But like I showed you, even with the first one that we're going through with Nextdoor, you now have a backlink. So that backlink matters. So now I'm in here. I've already signed up. Guess what? It says I'm in Jacksonville only because I've actually already signed up with this before in Jacksonville. But let's just say if it's a local town, I can search for local businesses. And I can come in here and you see local news, local events. I can actually promote something on Patch. I can do all this jazz. I can create an event. I can promote my business. I could list a classified listing. All right. They don't have the groups that I've seen, like if you will, the first one did, that I like. I really like Nextdoor for that reason.
Yeah.
But let's say in my communities, you can put all the different communities you want, and here's all the news, right? And I can go in here, let's say, look at this news. Maybe this is popular. Maybe it's something I should post and talk about. Maybe it's not. But very specifically, what I want to use it for is posting on classifieds and using it to promote. Promoting being if you will, listing a classified, which then creates, if you will, a backlink to whatever you're trying to promote. In your case, maybe your Google My Business. In your case, the website. All right.
Mm-hmm.
And it
Yep.
creates a backlink towards it, and Google picks it up. There have been times when I've put a post on Patch. This is old. We call it in SEO. It's called parasite SEO. Parasite SEO means using the authority of another platform to outrank other people. See right here, it says you can create an article, you can create an event or classified. Then I can go into and create communities, or I could create business listings. So under communities, for instance, let's say I'm going to do this one, and let's go 32246. It's going to pull up Jacksonville. Unable to add that community because I've been there. But managing my communities, like what communities do I want to be a part of? That's what I'm going to put it. But I can edit my profile, optimize my profile. But the main thing I'm telling you guys, you can create an article. You know, obviously my internet's not being cooperative on that one, but you can create an article on it. And then besides creating an article on it, you can create events and classifieds. It's not
Yep.
allowing me to do that, but you can create an article, put a backlink on it, create an event. Same way you do that, promote the event,
Mm-hmm.
classified or business listing. These are all backlinks. They're all local. A local backlink on a high authoritative website is much better than getting a backlink from something that is not. So that is that one. Go ahead.
I'm glad that you touched based on that, because a lot of people, I think, get confused on backlinks are too hard to do. But you can actually do backlinks a little bit easier than you think with what William was just describing.
It's not very hard. It's just a matter of most people. Like, I understand why, you know, because you're in the junk space. So I understand why junk removal business owners, I have one right now. He wants to sign up. So I'm going to give him free 30 days. No one else is going to do this shit. We go, me and Mr. Yi go, I'm going to give you free 30 days. It's normally $1,100 a month, right? And I'm going to give you like $3,000 of free stuff. And the guy doesn't want to sign up because he's like, I don't know if you're going to charge me at the end of 30 days. I don't know if you're going to charge me before then. I said, so let's get on a call so I can talk to you, because I know y'all been fucked over. So you're antsy and scared about using anybody. Even if you've seen the results, even if I show you they're all in top 3, you're like, I just don't know. All you SEO motherfuckers have screwed us over. So, and I understand, especially with what happened with what's his name, Fitch.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, it's like, you know, and SEOs will sell backlinks and they say, oh, you just need this backlink. Backlinks are not that hard if you actually look at what we're just showing you. You know, go get my SOP, which is literally, okay, a backlink is me sharing a link from, let's say, Google My Business or my website onto other platforms. That is a backlink. It's not very complicated.
There might be a lot of people who watch other people's content on YouTube. Like there's someone who's doing this for 18 years and they may be watching this guy's content all the time. After 18 years, this guy has learned a lot. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean that he's ranking number 1, or that you gotta watch what you believe and hear from people. And this is why Mr. Yi jumped into this, because you know there's not many other junk removal business owners as Mr. Yi vouching on other SEO companies. If they are, show us a video. If they are, tag us so we can see of one of their testimonials. Because a lot of people are kind of, you know, they like to hide their SEO. They like to hide what they're paying for and this and that. And, you know, not Mr. Yi. I promote this because I believe in this. And that's why I bring it to you guys.
And we're literally saying, for example, we're literally going, here's how to rank. And come on here and ask me any question you got. I don't care if you don't like me. If you don't like me, I challenge you. Come on to one of these lives and I'll let you in, and we can talk about it on the live. I don't care.
It's okay not to like, because you know what? Sometimes when someone doesn't like someone and then you talk to that person, you walk away liking that person.
They become your number 1 fan half the time.
Yeah, so you'd be surprised. There's a lot of times I didn't like someone in this world, but after I got to talk to them and hear their side of the story, and then my mature mind said, you know what? Why am I mad at this person?
I just
Why
don't.
am
It's
I
like
writing things
let's
all
go out
over
and have
Facebook?
coffee together. I know y'all live in the States and I'm in the Philippines, but we can have virtual coffee together.
Oh
I
yeah,
cough a
oh
little bit first thing in the morning from it. That's why I mainly cough. But
yeah.
I mean, so for example, I mean, like if I show you this and I go, I'm being completely honest and going, these are all the people that we have. They're all in the top 3 except 2. One's on Duda, the other one we just onboarded. These other 3 down here we just onboarded, and they're already dominating their areas. What do? We get them in a 9x9, then a 13x13, then a 15x15, then 21x21. I tell you exactly how many miles this is, how many mileage it covers, how many trucks you're going to need, and I show you the whole fucking thing. And then I can go to the other guys and go do the same damn thing. And it's not like you know, I'm not lying. I'm just saying, if you're so damn good,
Yeah.
what the
And
fuck?
during the slow season in junk removal, as a junk removal business owner, the yee in junk removal, there's no better time than when it starts to slow down to start to better yourself for next year. Don't wait until next year and then have to build all this up. When it start getting slow right now, start thinking about the future. Start thinking about, I want to come into next season when it starts again after the winter. I want to be strong.
Exactly. And it's like I have roofers like emergency, just tell you, for example, like emergency roofing. You don't want to go cut your tree down during hurricane season. You want to do it before hurricane
Yeah,
season.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
the next platform we've actually already touched on, which is Facebook groups. So, first one, like I showed you, optimize your Facebook profile. I have the SOP. So if you comment below, I'll give that to you. It's the same one I use to teach my team. Next door, the next one, patch, then Facebook groups. Then the next one, everybody like, what? Quora? Why would I want to be on Quora? Well, another good one too is Reddit. But Quora, for an example, we do the same thing. We can optimize our profile. I've already been using this, so I mean, you're going to kind of see it, but you can optimize your profile, put your tag in here, where are you at, you fill out your information. So you'll notice that you cannot do certain things on certain ones, but let's say, just for example, let's see, can William add in his backlink? So can William put a backlink here? What the fuck do you know? We just put a backlink in it. So what's really cool about this is not just a backlink. This is on top of it. I can now go and look for local traffic. Let's say, for instance, once again, it has this little search bar here. What do you want to ask, or what do you want to share? You can also create a space where you talk about, let's say, events or junk removal events, or events in Orlando, or events in Los Angeles, whatever. You can do that here. Then you can also, if you will, search for, answers regarding, if you will, let's say local SEO, or let's say, you want to answer something, you want to answer somebody's questions, you can go in here and answer them. These are topics I know about, right? And I can go in here and I can answer all of these. And let's say if I answer this, they're going to get notified, and then they're going to see it. Then I could follow them. I can, if you will, let's go to any of these guys. Let's say this right here, right? I can go, oh, I want to message this guy. I can ask him a question. I can notify him. I can follow him. I can reach out to them. So you can use Quora the same way. Quora the same way, and then what do you know? Let me go back here real quick and show you guys this one more time so you don't miss it. But up here, once we signed in, what does this have up here? So you can ask questions, you can answer questions, or I can make a post. So let's just say, just for instance, I make a post, and I'll show you this, guys, this real quick. So what do you do with your GMB posts after you make them? SEO. Let's say junk removal, Los Angeles. So are you guys Angelus? So here we go. So are you guys, what are you doing with your posts after you do them? If I click on your business and I go, well, this guy ain't even, he's got one fucking product. He ain't got nothing. He ain't doing shit. I mean, he ain't be a good guy to go out and reach out to. He ain't, none of them are posting. Let's go to this guy. Is he posting? Oh, he's finally someone. He's number one. No wonder he's number one. But let's say what should I do with this link, William? What should I do? How can I get a backlink to this profile? Grab this share link, grab that, and then we go back over here to Quora. We post it. Guess what? Motherfucking backlink.
And now Google sees all that, and you are in that algorithm now, and it's just going to show when you someone types in your business or junk removal, whatever, all the platforms underneath that. Now you're going to say Quora.
Or I can type in a blog, anybody. Let's go. Let's go. Just for example, So let's say I took any of Mr. Yee's blogs, right? I could take this blog right here and I could share this blog. I could take this blog and literally, if you will, I could go, for instance, how I would do it. I go over here and I type this in. This is just about his blog. It has too much information, so you just want to look a snippet, right? And you just basically think of it like almost like
referral.
A referral link, but it's also, then we can take this and we grab this, we grab the, if you will, the link, we go back over here, we've put in this information, now we got a backlink, like so, and when we add that question or we post that question or whatever, we now have a backlink. But number two, what it has up here, what is that? It's called a search bar. What's a search bar? Search engine.
Search engine.
Yep. So, but that's the search engine. I could go, for example, let's go junk removal Orlando. Let's just shoot it. We're doing it live. But this is ways we can get, if you will, leads using that SOP. We just go here and go, oh, all these different people. Or is any, and I'm looking specifically usually for people that are getting a lot of comments on things like this one. If they get comments, I'm like, trash. I don't know. Trash in Orlando. Or if you just want to look up events in Orlando, or you want to post an event in Orlando. You like this one right here? You got 77 questions, 77 responses on it, but you have to kind of dig. It's not something you're just going to be able, let me just put in whatever. Los Angeles, the topic is Los Angeles, California. Go in here and answer all these questions in Los Angeles, California, or we can nitpick and get straight down to just junk removal. But the point is, all of this is traffic, and then we can then promote our backlinks or our blogs or whatever on these platforms. But that's just Quora, okay? Then another really, really, really good one is Reddit. Reddit, and a lot of times, I know a lot of times you guys, y'all will, if you will, you post and your business is ranking, for example, on the top page, but Reddit's popping up a lot of times. You don't believe me? You can go, for example, let's just type in, for instance, we go here, we type in junk removal SEO expert. So, and I know this happens sometimes, JRA, service lifter. Sometimes they pop open in here. But sometimes you'll go junk removal. Let's go Orlando. Sometimes you'll see it pop in here like Yelp. It's another good one. And I know Mr. Yee really pushes Yelp too. We'll open up that one too, and we can talk about it. But Reddit, a lot of times like this, you see it, Orange County. So, because I'm in Orange County, according to this, but then I go in here and I can answer these questions. You see it? This is a group of Orange counties, very specific. VM has a free bulk pickup once a year, and he's talking about, has anyone ever known places you can get rid of old bed frames, blah, blah, blah. Why would you want to answer this? Because I could put a fucking backlink in it. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it gets upvoted, guess what happens? Google says, oh, you got authority. Then I can also, if you will, optimize my profile on Reddit. I really don't give a shit about optimizing my profile as much. But even this, I named it Junk Removal SEO Expert. You can share it. I mean, you're not going to be able to optimize it as much. But the thing that you get with junk removal, with Reddit, is you can get upvotes. When you get more upvotes and you're actually answering community questions a lot, they then start seeing you as like an authority in that space.
Yes, sir.
So, and that's what you want, because then Google pays attention to signals from places like this, like what I'm showing you and what Mr. Yi's talking about too as well. When we're talking about Nextdoor and Patch and Facebook groups and Quora, is Google now starts seeing you as an authority. Another couple of platforms you can use, Olio, Citizen. These are all, if you will, community-based apps. So community-based apps being, I'm specifically going after in my specific community or my resources, if you will, or that specific neighborhood. It's not, if you will, the entire state. It's, like this app, it's a mobile app, but it's for local sharing. It's a localized app. This is something you'd have to have on your phone. This is not something I'm going to necessarily say to use as much, because then you wind up being on your phone even more. Then, as we were talking about too, what's your lead generation strategy? Who's your target audience? Like when someone comes to us, like, who's your target audience? I may say, use newspapers. If your audience is over 40, you might want to be using newspapers, 50, 60. If that's your ideal audience, because they're not going to be on the internet. They're not going to be using computers as much, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're not always going to be doing that. Like most of the people that go to yard sales are going to be older generation. They're not the new kids on the block usually, unless they're smart. And then they realize they can start flipping shit. But
I created that event on Nextdoor.
yeah, Harry, I wasn't talking about you. I'm just talking about if someone has a problem with me or even Mr. Yi in general, instead of posting on social media, let's actually get on line and talk about it.
Yeah.
I've had people do that, and then me get on there, and then they disappear.
Yeah.
But so, like I told you, with your Facebook profile, doesn't matter. Facebook profile, LinkedIn profile, any of it, always do the same thing. You want to optimize your profile. If you're not optimizing your profile, then they're going to click on your name, and then they're not going to see nothing worth seeing, right? I mean, it's, so I mean, that's the number one thing. Optimize your profile. If your profile is not optimized, you need to optimize it.
Mm-hmm.
Then behavioral traits. Identify users who actively engaged in discussions. So what we normally do, for instance, when we're going on a Facebook group, I'm not just going to every, a lot of posts you'll see like in here, I mean, it's not going to get that much engagement or whatever. Then other ones like this, you go, oh shit, you got a lot of engagement. He's talking about yard signs, right? So what would I do? I go in here and I tag them, and I just say, for instance, make sure you always put your Google listing link as a QR code on the yard signs. You will thank me later. So, and then I'll go in here and answer these, and then I can add him I personally will add these people as friends. I normally, like when we teach it, I say, don't just go in here and engage. If this person's posting a lot, I'm going to friend him. I'm going to engage in his post. I'm going to answer his post. I'm going to add him as a friend. I'm going to message him. When we message him, which is so aggressive, we simply say, hey, I see you're in the junk removal space just like me. I hopefully can learn from you. And when they respond back, I say, hey, can you take a look at this free ebook I've written? It's 200 something pages, might help you out in your junk removal business. I'm not being pushy. I'm not being salesy. Nothing like that. I am simply giving behavioral signals to these people that are actually already engaging. I'm looking for people that are engaging, like this one, maybe. Best caption wins. Even if this one, I'm going to caption it, you know? But ones I'm looking really for specific for is when people want to ask questions. I'm not looking for stuff like this. They have a problem. If one or any company would like to partner on some of these, I'm not in the area, so I'm not going to partner. But anything that has a lot of engagement like this one, made over 50 here. And this is where I say, hey, are you only doing Google reviews? How did you overcome junk removal truck breakdown? These guys come in here and you'll get it all day long. Stupidest question of the day. Does anybody need to hear that? One thing is, like, a lot of people don't understand, and I'm not, I go on tangents, but it's like, do you not understand that some people are not in a good place or a good state of mind, and this stupid shit right here may push them over the edge? This stupid little questions right here may make them go, fuck all of you, and I'm done, and commit suicide. You got a lot of people that cannot deal with stupid shit like this. So in my opinion, you ain't got nothing to say, then stay the hell out. Don't even say it. You're never going to hear me or see coming in here and doing this crap. But it's like, answer their question, help them out. This, actually engage with people. Seems like you need to write off on the bad truck. Bingo. Get rid of the bad truck. Rent a truck or have some good friends ask to rent theirs possibly a bit until your truck is repaired. And actually engage. But this is what we're looking for, is engagement. We're not just going to go in here and just randomly engage on a bunch of crap. And we're going to engage and add as friends, not just everybody. One wrecked truck, one radiator spraying room, and I'm still hauling. And look at this different stuff. Just you're looking for who's getting the most engagements, and that's what you want to go after, and that's what you want to help people with, because that's going to give you the most traffic. What most people don't understand is, like, well, why are you concentrating on going in here and engaging all these people? How is it going to help me with SEO? Number one ranking factor in SEO is traffic. So the more traffic I'm getting from all these different local platforms, like Mr. Yee's talking about, like Yelp and all these other things, is going to give you traffic, which is going to put, if you will, what we call trust signals and authority signals to Google, and then they're going to want to rank you higher. Now, this was just all organic. Then I go, for example, lead. Now, how are you capturing the leads? Like, why does William put on his right here? Why do I use Linktree? Because I like using Linktree because it allows me to capture different leads how I want. So the next one you want to do is, how are you going to capture leads? Are you using autopilot? Are you using Go High Level? Are you using a form? What are you doing? So I include CTAs, or call to actions, called schedule a free consult or get a free SEO audit. You do limited time offers like Mr. Yee's 25% off all SEO. All that shit. Lead forms, links, use lead captures embed them on the platform if available. Nextdoor ads allows lead captures. Facebook groups, landing pages, monitoring responses. So we monitor response. I make sure I respond to everybody that ever comments on my shit. I respond to. And by the time I'm doing this, you'll see me responding to these guys. This is my wife here, Mr. Yee here, but you'll have us responding to these. You want to always make sure you're responding. Like, why do you always respond to Google reviews? Because if you don't, it seems like you don't give a shit. That's why. You want to actually think of people as people, not numbers, not about money.
I think that Google also sees it you as a trusted business and you as a real human being, where that brings in a lot of trust because Google's number one thing is trust. And that's why people want to go to Google so bad, because that's one of the main platforms that they trust.
And if they don't trust you, they're not going to rank you higher.
Yeah.
No one besides traffic and proximity, trust signals,
Hmm.
brand signals. The more
Hmm.
people share
So,
your brand, share your post, share your
so,
name, the
so
more they trust you.
I think that, the more people spread their authority everywhere, you don't just have to put all your eggs in one basket. But at the same time, that there's a lot of people who do go to Google and look things up, but that doesn't mean they're going to buy. That
Yep.
doesn't mean they're going to call. But if they see you other places, that kind of funnels them to you now. And that kind of sees, the more you see it, it's like the commercial on a TV. The more you see that commercial, you might just want to say, okay, well, let me check that out. That's why there's so many restaurant commercials, retail commercials, so many McDonald's commercials, so many, Jake from State Farm commercials, because they want you to just at least make that call.
Well, the number one thing is like in sales, it takes, I think the guy is like 8 touches.
Yeah.
There's 8
Hmm.
touches before
Hmm.
someone ever buys. So
Yeah.
if you only have one platform and you're only seeing one place, you're not going to get that much opportunity. But if someone hears your name a lot, sees your name a lot, even if people are talking negative, even if people are putting crap out there, guess what?
Mhm.
They're still hearing your name. They don't. It
And
doesn't matter. They're still hearing about you.
it's just like that yard sign, that billboard. They may not see it that one day. They pass it again, they pass it again, they see it again, they pass it again. Then eventually they start to even know what the billboard and the yard sign says. Then that one day when they need it and they finally think about it,
Yep.
they know about it. They know where it's at. And boom.
And why I'm so heavy on groups is I've taken someone else's group before that was at 4,000, took it to 17,000 in less than a year. I took my own group up to 99,000 in less than 2 years. I am currently building up my own junk removal SEO group as well. We're at
Mhm.
1,500, and I haven't even been doing it for 4 or 5 months.
That's not.
So the thing is, that's why I'm really big on groups. But besides that, how I actually got started wasn't in SEO. I started in ads. I used to manage over $1 million a year in ad spend. But so I will tell you, so now let's say we got organic dialed in and I'm banking a good bit of money. When I say good bit of money, I mean like, 30,000 at least, 40,000 maybe. I start doing ads. Like I currently do not do any ads at all for mine, but I'm about to. And that's only because I'm finally at the place I can do it. And it's where I want to do it because I'm going after
Mhm.
junk removal. But then you go, for instance, paid ads. You can do them on Nextdoor. You can do them on Patch ads. You can do Facebook ads. You can do Quora ads. You can do Reddit ads. Why would I want to do them on these platforms specifically? Is because I can target my audience per zip code or per city,
Mhm.
not just going. And you can do Google ads the same way. But then I also, after I do that, I want to track it.
Mhm.
I want to have the receipts. That's why I always talk about the receipts. I come with receipts because I actually have proof.
and
Okay.
and and maybe retarget.
Bingo. There's someone they don't come to, for instance, whenever they don't have the pixels put on, you have no way of retargeting them. And if they come to your website or they message you and they never did anything, they never bought anything, they never filled out a form, then I want to retarget them to try to hit them again. Because
Mhm.
most people, I have people that will have seen me for a week and they buy for me instantly. And I have people that have seen me for over 2, 3 years, never bought from me. Then all of a sudden, they get the itch,
Mhm.
as I like to call it. But so you always going to track it. So I have all this
Mhm.
in here. Follow up strategy. So once I put them and they fill out a form, right?
Mhm.
That goes into my CRM, which I personally use Go High Level. I think Go High Level is the best CRM there is that I've ever used. I haven't used any other ones, besides that one and a couple others. I've never used autopilot, so I can't talk about autopilot.
Mm-hmm.
So then we go onto the phone, and you can do automated email. So once I'm building up my email list, this is why I say it's very important. Most people will say, well, I'm only relying on SEO or Facebook, or someone kicks you out of the Facebook group. Well, guess what? I got an email list of almost 300,000. So please go ahead, kick me out. I don't mean shit. Once you're at a place where you have a bigger email list, people start understanding they need you. You don't need them. Type of a situation. So that's why you want to build that up.
And then also at the same time, you get an SMS blast. You can do a SMS texting to all your repeater clients, but at the same time, you can offer specials with these emails, and you can, you know what I mean, target your audience in certain times of the year, like spring cleaning specials, New Year's Eve type of situations where people want to get their space back, and that's when you have your CRM with your emails and your contact list and your SM.
So this is just literally go high level white labeled, but this is what we use, and it keeps track of my opportunities. What's the value of it? I don't really do the conversion part, but we could. What's the stage? I can look at the conversations. This is all SMS, and this is all junk removal space. So I do automated junk removal SMSs too, so throw them as bots as well.
Yeah.
I do a lot of automation type stuff. So anything that will make it easier, you want to do. So email automated follow-ups, SMS follow-up, or a physical person phone outreach. I'm actually in the process of getting my cold callers set up. Because I have an email list in the junk removal space of over 8,000 people alone. Businesses, not just people.
I also have a email system going on myself, and I had somebody in my area who received my automated email, and that person is in the same business I'm in. And that person was like, hey, man, whoever's running your email thing, you should fire them. And I said, wait a minute. No, because if you got that email and you're a local business, then it is working. If you were just a person who just had just a regular person with no business and an email, then maybe I would have said, okay, now we're targeting the wrong people. But since it went to a local business in my area, I know that it's working.
Bingo. In the groups, like we're talking about with Quora, with Reddit, with Facebook, with Nextdoor, and especially other people's groups, don't go into someone's groups just trying to scrape their groups and, if you will, get their members. Like when I'm in Facebook groups, I'm not care less. I could build my own groups. I have 3 of them, and they're a pain in the ass to maintain. So that's why I'm not in a lot of groups. It's not because I'm in a lot of groups, but not active. It's only because of sheer fact it is a pain in the butt to manage. But the thing is, if you're in those groups, you want to always give value and always say, how can I help this person? And try to stay community focused and engage with others. Don't go in there and spread in negativity and hate. There's enough of that in this world. And one of the things I have people say, for instance, why don't you do this to this person when it comes to their GMB or whatever? Because you have people, I want to take out all these GMBs. They got 20 of them in my area. You could do that, but I also go, well, those people also have employees and they have kids and they have family. And if all you're thinking about yourself, you're being selfish. So don't think of it from a selfish point of view. Make sure you post content regularly. Sometimes admins, like in, what's his name's group, Matt's group, he'll sometimes he'll pre-approve shit I'll post. Other times he goes into pending. You never know. I mean,
when you help people out, you get so much in return. As the Lord says, we are here to serve in so many different ways, and you'd be surprised how much you can help people and how it can help you back in return. It may not help you that same day, that same week, but it will come back to you guys when you guys serve and help. I'm trying to tell you, especially being part of your community, being neighbors, and trying to get your brand built in your area. There's so much stuff that you can give because, there's so many people on different levels in life where they say, hey, I can't afford that. But if you were to help that person and that person did a testimonial for you, to me, that's the price right there. That's what it costs for this job right here. Just you giving me that testimonial
Yeah.
and then you tagging me on your Facebook, on your next door, and even giving me a Google review. So I got 3 reviews and a testimony.
That's some of the things we're going to be doing too. Is like I
Yee.
posted the other day, is I'm going to start giving 1 hour to business owners and doing a, if you will, ask me anything. But on the ask me anything, instead of having Mr. Yee, I'll have the business owner with me. And we'll
Yeah.
talk about where were you at before hiring William and Rank Fortress. How do you think of this? I had one guy, because he's actually talked. He's a client. He's actually talked to our staff, and he was like, he said, if they're bots, there's some beautiful bots. That's all I got to say. And I jokingly tell them all the time. I said,
That would be good content. That would be good testimonials
yeah,
to hear real life people who have feelings and are human beings. Because you can
bingo.
point your finger all you want, but at the end of the day, you have to look in the mirror.
It's
And
that you may want to help people. The biggest thing is if you want to, like Mr. Yee, someone's like learn to serve other people.
Your community, people who need you, learn it. You can we get so many things in junk removal where you can create an event and give it all away. And give it, so many people need shoes, backpacks, clothing, furniture, all this stuff we get. You can give it back away, but you create an event on Nextdoor, and now your brand is being built, and it's organically, and people are seeing you.
Yeah. And that's what, because if you come from a selfish point of view, it's just you're never going to think about those things. You can't think about that way. It's like, how can I help other people? And when you focus on that, you'll wind up, you wind up getting blessed out of it, is all I'm going to say. It's like we are where we're at today only from helping other people. It's like, why, I have people
I
like,
help.
you offer, the prices are too cheap on shit. Now I got people, the prices are too much. Say if it ain't too cheap, it's too little. But the thing is, when it's too cheap, who I have complaining right now are the Pakistanis, which is crazy.
Yeah. Well,
Because
people.
we offer really cheap and they offer really cheap. Well, guess what? Now people go to the white dude because they're not going to them. But the thing is, it's about, all I care about is helping other people,
Yeah.
trying to get
There's
them,
no,
trying to get them ranked and that sort of thing.
yeah,
It's
there's no
all.
color. There's no color. There's no barriers. There's no race. There's just helping people. And I get it all the time. That I get it from all the time from people. You're too expensive. Oh my God, you're too expensive. But I come to the client's house now. I don't want to leave the client's house without making a buck. But also, if I can help them, but also if they can help me and we work together. And now this is a lifetime client who's going to actually help your business by referring you to everybody.
Yeah, I mean that's the biggest thing. So I mean, it's like help other people. Don't try to tear down other people. It pays off. There are times it's like, I used to be like a pit bull and want to go after everybody. I'm not that way anymore. It is
Yeah.
not worth my time. I understand why. I used to, people, it's like my mentor told me, he's like, understand that you're blessed.
Yeah, you get to wake up in the
Understand you
morning.
have a lot of things in life that a lot of people, especially your haters, don't.
Yeah.
People, when you start building a brand too, so you start getting out in your community, you're gonna have people that love you, you're gonna have people that don't like you. You just gonna have to
Yeah.
deal with it. The biggest thing is, what is your intention? My intention is helping other people. My intention, as long as it is that, then what will happen is my brand will be built. And then over time, that feeds into your SEO, because branding is SEO. SEO is branding. I don't care if it's coming from
Mhm.
Quora, Reddit, Facebook groups, Shorts, YouTube. If you're not using them, you need to use them. So maybe
Yeah.
you're like, well, I can't edit them. When I didn't have my VAs doing it, I bought this little app called Captions for like $20 a month. I upload the reel in it and it captions it for me.
Hmm.
Okay.
I think I might have something better than that, but it costs a little bit more money. You know, it's called Opus Clip, and Opus Clip
Opus is good too.
you can download someone else's YouTube video, and it will cut it up for you. You can download movies; it will cut it up for you. So these are things that we learn, and you know, people reach out to the Yee because Yee is going to start helping people with these type of reels, and you'd be surprised what you can do, and you know, make it happen. But you got to put the effort in, and you know, that's what helping's all about, is helping people.
Don't think about yourself. A lot of people is like, oh, you make a lot of money. We make good money. I make good money, but the thing is, we take that money and then we have almost 80 staff. And when I say that, I can,
Yeah,
when people say, oh, it's bots or whatever, bullshit. I got the taxes, I got the SSS we pay, the public, the PhilHealth, all that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
So a lot of that, as a business owner, I tell people I'd rather be in sales than running the business sometimes, because as a salesperson, you keep most of your money. As a business owner, you reinvest it
Well,
because
you
you
know what
care
they
about other people.
Well, you know what they say, that you know the owner doesn't make as much money as the investor, because you know I seen this thing on TikTok. You know, Warren Buffett, he doesn't own Coca-Cola, but he is invested in Coca-Cola, and he's made more money than the owner of Coca-Cola because of
Yep.
his investments. Not being the owner, he doesn't want to be the owner. He wants to be an investor, and he makes a lot more money than the owner. So with William saying that, and it's like, you know, in junk removal, the saying that we have is we can always use more business.
Yeah.
That's just
It's
it.
like, let's say you're
Mhm.
getting, I don't know, let's say you get 30 leads a month from Google My Business. I'm just saying, let's say.
Yeah,
And
it's good.
on another call, I'm going to do an ROI calculator. I have an actual ROI calculator, which you go, you know, if you're getting this many calls, this is your job cost, this is how much profit you make, and now your rankings go up. This is how much money you'll be making. So I have
Yeah.
that, so I can show people that. But you're getting leads, let's say 30 from Google My Business. You're getting, and you need to, every time you pick up the phone, hey, yeah, this is, no limit junk hauling and, hauling and junk removal.
Yeah.
Um,
Hmm.
hey, where did you hear about us from? Oh, I saw on your Google ad, or hey, it was on Facebook, or oh,
Hmm.
it's on Google Maps. Find out where, and then I would reinvest in those platforms. I would
That's
double
awesome.
down in whatever I hear more from. But the thing is, you want to do that. Let's say you start getting 4 or 5 leads from, I don't know, Quora. Awesome. You get 2 or 3 from Reddit. Awesome. The more, the better. I don't care if it's one. I'm creating a brand and I'm letting people know I'm everywhere, so they
And
cannot avoid Mr. Yee or myself, because you're
no,
everywhere.
and the only way for this to work is to give the process a chance. You have to build up an algorithm. This doesn't happen overnight. A lot of people, I would love for this to happen overnight, and my phone blew up so much where I was like, I can't even do all the jobs. But I don't, but I believe in the system, and you have to let the system do its part. And that's what it's all about, is building up the algorithm. When you guys give up and just stop, you're starting all over. And that's, Google is all based on research. So is Meta. Meta is based on research. So you have to give it time.
And that's what, like, a lot of people with organic, it takes time. Paid ads, I can, long as I got a big wallet, that's all it takes is money. But
Yes,
you know,
you definitely have to decide which one works for you, and that's called testing. You have to test these different campaigns and test these things, and William's going to be coming up with this for you guys to help you guys master this and do it for you guys, that it's going to be affordable, and you're going to have so much access. And not only that, but you're going to have knowledge, because we break all this down. There's no secrets here. There's no, okay, let me talk to my staff, I'll get back to you. They're straight. This is direct. I'm like an instructor, calling in and waving out an F-22 right now. Let's
like, we
go.
literally have, I mean, I have group chats with every single person that is in the junk removal, one of our junk removal clients, like this guy. Um, this is in the top of the hour. He had me sent last night, or this is actually his competition. I'm sorry. Um, and then he wanted me to run it. That's him at the top of the hour.
Hmm.
Um, And you want to know where that. He's like, so in 12 days or less, we went from basically top 8 to top 3. And so we're going to have an interview with him. But every single one of these have chat with me. So if they ever need
Yeah.
me, then they just simply message us and they get a hold of me direct. So I mean, no one
And
else besides the customer service, besides book a phone call, then you get the Facebook Messenger. So
yeah, so that's what you guys gain when you work with Rank Fortress is you get 24 hours message, you get access to William and his team. I'm telling you guys, there's no bots here. There is a full staff working on every situation, and they're trained, and they're just getting more trained. And far as like paying for ads, I can't wait. I want to be the first one in line to get the Google ads and everything, and I'm not afraid to say it, because if everybody in my area is here, and it's all saturated on everything else, why wouldn't I want to pay for this to be over here above everybody? Hello.
and like you were asking me a question on Proof Hub, go ahead and get in Proof Hub because the VA has actually been submitting her outputs there, waiting for your approval. So you have to get in Proof Hub for your stuff. But
Yeah.
she's communicating with you there.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. All the time. All the
but so
time.
we communicate all like 4 or 5 different places. So
Yeah, I talked to William in the dead hours of the night, and if I need him to look something up, he looks it up, and he gives me the answer, and it's just that's the kind of communication I want with someone that I'm working with, and that communication right there to me is priceless, and that's just it, because now it's more than just a work relationship; it's a brotherhood, and that's what you get here. It's like family. So it's because of the trust that I trust in the system, and that's why I give you guys the stamp of the approval of this.
got a question for you. Do you know a company called Load Up?
Yeah, sounds familiar.
Greg Workman.
Sounds familiar. Are they in my area?
They're called Load Up Junk Removal. It's a full service junk and hauling company. Um, the name of the website is usually goloadup.com.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like a, if you will, Angie's List type thing. I'm just looking at it. My staff just sent this to me because they're wanting to hook up or something. But these guys,
And they're in Solano
it's
County.
a booking system. Yep. Yep. I'm just curious. Yep. I'll message them. Whatever they want to partner up or something.
Yeah, I don't think I've heard of them, but I'm definitely going to look them up now that you said that.
Oh, they ain't called with
You,
me.
you said go load up.
Yeah. It's basically like a franchise. They build we're looking for big fish.
Yeah, so basically, I think now I think I've heard of this. They've reached out to me and try to sign me up with them, and they create leads,
Yeah, they
and they
got
need and they
almost
need
8,000 reviews. They want me basically, they're talking about SEO and web design. So
and they want me to sign up to be one of their workers in their area. And I
yeah,
said, I don't work for anybody but
I
myself.
understand what they want. So basically, they're kind of like lead generation. Then they sell leads, kind of like Angie's List, Home Advisor, and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're an official website. They're they send out jobs. They
Yeah, that's
send
what I'm
out
saying. They're
jobs.
like what we call lead generation more than
Yeah, that's
anything.
all they are. That's exactly what they are, and it's almost like an Angie Listen House and Thumbtack and Home Pro or whatever it's called. That's yeah. They reached out to me, and I said, "Nah, I can't. I don't work for anybody but the Lord."
I understand. So I tell people, I said, I'd rather work for myself. I could never see myself ever working for anyone else ever again. So Today is my daughter's birthday. I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. It is
All right. Tell her I said happy birthday.
We've been doing this for almost 2 hours, so
Yes, yes.
probably tomorrow I'll wind up doing another one on ROI of SEO for you guys, so y'all can understand how to see if you're actually getting any value from your SEO company. But we appreciate you and thank you for spending your time with me today, Mr. Yee.
Yes, yes. And tomorrow's Thursday also, so don't forget live with Yee Thursday.
Yep.
So that's tomorrow.
You will be live tomorrow. And
yes.
Come in and ask us anything. It ain't gotta be SEO related or anything like that. It can be just business related, any of it. I've had people ask me, I want to move to the Philippines. Okay, I can tell you how to do it.
Yeah, I want to go I want to go eat all that food that what is it? What is his name? Andrew Wines or Weens, or that guy who travels and eats over
Andrew
there?
Zimmerman.
No, not Andrew Zimmerman. The other guy, Wines. He's Taiwan, I think.
I don't know. But yeah, I will see you guys soon. And then, like I said, if y'all are in the Philippines, just hit me up. And if you ever have any questions, or someone asks you or says William did this or William did that or whatever, message me because I have receipts. So,
that's right. Affidavits.
All right. Appreciate you guys. And we will talk to you soon. Y'all have a good one. Be blessed.
Good night.
There we go.
Presenting your one-stop shop for SEO and virtual assistant services. SEO, GMB, link building, content creation, web design, virtual assistants, and more. Junk removal SEO experts. The best white label platform for SEOs, agencies, and freelancers.
So many SEOs that hate me and say that I'm stealing their methods. They bitchin' and cry, labeling me SEO Black Hat was a nobody, now I'm at the top. Most wanted, most loved, bad business owners, and hated by most SEO opponents. You think you're an SEO god, but you're an SEO fraud. Guess I'm the SEO devil, shouting fuck the SEO guys. White hat SEO doesn't make sense, going with the goody goodies. Up in heaven dressed in white, I like black Timbs, I like black hoodies. Fake SEOs up there probably have me on some real strict shit. No sleeping all day. No getting my dick licked. Hanging out with the goody two shoes, lounging in paradise, whole shit. Fuck that shit, I wanna use CT, y'all, and get some green geo grids. Homie, we get it, you think you the greatest SEO alive.